Hi everyone, and welcome to the Australian graphics card buying guide for the beginning of August 2023. I find the best GPUs available in different price categories. My analysis is done by correlating the raster and ray tracing performance of every card with the current best available price on Australian shelves. So it's not based on recommended retail, it's the price that you can actually pay today. I use PC Part Picker, Static Ice, eBay, and OzBargain to find the best prices, and not all of these stores are included in PC Part Picker, so it's not always easy to find the best deals. My GPU ranking is based on the Tom's Hardware Performance leaderboard, and I provide these videos on a regular basis, so if you are looking to buy a graphics card in the future, be sure to check back and watch my latest video. Here we have the best graphics cards below $300, and the best raster card is the RX 6600 8GB card, which is currently $296. This one is available from eBay of all places. Computer Alliance has a sale on eBay at the moment. You can get 17% off using a coupon code, which I'll tell you shortly. But as you can see, the ad is listed at $349, but if you use the coupon code, it goes down to $296. So that's quite a decent saving. The coupon code for all of the Computer Alliance deals on eBay at the moment is JAU17, JAU17. That is a code that can be used by eBay members only, eBay Plus members. However, eBay Plus is free to sign up and use for a trial period, so you can claim that discount just by signing up to a free trial of eBay Plus. The best ray tracing card in the under $350 category is the RTX 3050 for the first time. Now it is actually technically over $300 at $307, but I thought it's close enough to include. The 3050 is available from PLE Computers for $307. And it is a X-Demo Zotac. So it's not exactly brand new, but it's the cheapest 3050 you'll find on the market unless you're going to the used Facebook Marketplace market. The next category we have is the best graphics cards below $500. And for raster, that is the 6750 XT, which is a fantastic 12GB graphics card for $509. Again, a little bit over the limit there, but it's close enough. This card is available on eBay again. So 6750 XT from Computer Alliance on eBay. Again, if you use the code, it goes from $599 down to $509.15. So it's an ASUS model, so it's a good brand as well. And 12 gigs of memory is far better than a lot of the other cards in this price range, which only offer 8 gigs. Case in point, the RTX 3060 Ti, which is actually the best ray tracing card you can buy at this price point. At, again, the exact same price point, $509, and it's again from Computer Alliance on eBay. $599 down to $509, again using the coupon code which I mentioned earlier. Next, we have our best graphics cards in the below $700 category, and the best raster card is the RTX 3070 Ti. That is $679 at the moment, and that is available from Scorptech. It's an Inno3D card. Keep in mind this card is only 8GB, so although it may perform very well at raster, and in fact it also takes the ray tracing crown in this price category as well, it probably won't sit there for very long into the future because 8GB cards are quickly becoming redundant. So although it performs great now, I would recommend to future-proof your purchase by getting a 12GB card as a minimum. So if you want to see a 12GB card in a comparable price category of $680, we can go over to my leaderboard, and just looking at raster performance, we can find this card at $680. It is right here. And if we want to get a 12GB model, we are going to be going up at least one bump to $767 for the RX 6800 16GB, or we can go down the rank to the A770 16GB for $550. A little bit further down, you've also got the 6750 XT. So look, you are winning or gaining some performance at the extra costs or cost saving. But the benefit there is that you're future-proofing your purchase more by getting more memory with your card. So you've got to weigh up those options in this price category at the moment. And in my memory category, the most memory you can get in that price range is the ARC A770 16GB, and that is available from Umart for $546, which is a saving of $43. Also mention that if you are going to get the 3070 Ti, there's actually 3 options available at the moment at that price point. There's the Inno3D from Scorp Tech, there's the same one from Umart, and there's the ASUS model from Computer Alliance on eBay. Again, you have to use the coupon code to get that price. Our next category is the best graphics card below $900, and for Raster that is the 6800 XT. Now this is a power color model and it's from PC Case Gear, and it's $849 at the moment. I think that's a really nice looking card. I personally love red and black. I think that might be plastic shrouds, so not the most premium materials, but you wouldn't really notice that when it's in your case. Keep in mind most of the Radeon cards at the moment come with Starfield for free as well. So there's a bundle deal from AMD at the moment. So remember to claim your Starfield game if you do get a Radeon card. The best ray tracing card in this price category is currently the RTX 4070. It's a 12GB card and it's available from Centacom. It's a PNY model. So if you don't know about PNY, I think they're quite reputable. So take that as you will. You can look into it yourself. But moving on to the below $1,200 category. Now you'll see some red color coding here. That's because I found the best price that was available, but it is now out of stock. But I still want to point out the best prices available, so you can kind of tell where these cards are going to be moving in the market. So this might be out of stock now, but because we've just seen this card at this price, we should expect to see that more often in the near future. So if you are looking at buying that specific card, it's probably worth waiting a week or two and just see if it gets bumped down to that price again, or if it becomes in stock again. In any case, the 7900 XT 20GB card is the best raster performing card in this category. This is a Sapphire AMD Radeon 7900 XT, available from bpctech.com.au. Really nice looking card. I've got a 7900 XTX myself, and I've been really happy with the performance of these Radeon cards in this generation. And this one has, it looks like a dark anodized plate, back plate as well. Not the back plate, but the I/O port plate, the video output plate. I'm not sure what it's actually called. Yeah, it's again, this one is sold out at the moment, but as you can see, it's a big saving. And if it comes back in stock, it's a really great purchase. If it doesn't come back in stock, wait a little while, because I think this card will be dropping to this price point as a bit of a norm in the near future. So for ray tracing, we have the RTX 4070 Ti in this category. This is currently $1,168 from Umart, and it's an Inno3D model. I don't know much about Inno3D. I've never owned an Inno3D, but like I said earlier, generally speaking, any chipset, if it's a 4070 Ti, Inno3D, ASUS, Gigabyte, whatever it is, they all perform reasonably similar. It doesn't make too much difference. What you might see a difference is perhaps the quality of materials, their warranty policies, that sort of thing. So you can research that and take that as you will. But as it is, this is the cheapest available 4070 Ti on the Australian market. In our next price category, we have below $1,500, and the best raster performing card is the 7900 XTX. This is a card which I actually own, not the ASUS model, but the 7900 XTX, and I can vouch that it is a really great performing card, and it's what you expect from this price category. In fact, this card performs so well that it takes the best raster performance for this category and the next price category in my chart as well. It just performs that well. So this one is a ASUS model, ASUS TUF Gaming 7900 XTX for $1,439, available from Umart. And if you prefer better ray tracing performance, however, if that's more important to you, then you can pick up the 4070 Ti. The 4070 Ti is the same one which we just looked at. It's the Neo3D. So for ray tracing performance, it still outperforms the 7900 XTX. So you've just got to make a personal decision whether you prefer the raster or ray tracing performance. Personally, my choice would be to go with the 7900 XTX because honestly, the raw performance of this card is so good that you can still have a bit of overhead for ray tracing using this card, and honestly not all games have ray tracing anyway. As well as that, it's got 24 gigabytes of memory, which is double that of the 4070 Ti, so it's more future-proof in that sense as well. In fact, the 7900 XTX is AMD's flagship card on the market at the moment. It is the best chipset that they actually make. Next up, we have the best cards below $1,700. And like I said, the 7900 XTX holds on to its crown for raster performance, even in this price category, as it comes to head to head with the RTX 4080. The RTX 4080 obviously is a few $100s more, and it only has 16 gigabytes of memory compared to the competitor's 24 gigabytes. But it is a really, really good ray tracing card, and I actually own one of these as well. So if you really want to play games at the highest quality settings today with ray tracing maxed out, you would need the RTX 4080 if you're looking in this price category. This RTX 4080 is available from M-Wave. It's a PNY model, and it's $1,699. Next up, we have our flagship category, and at the moment the RTX 4090 is the flagship card on the market. It's an NVIDIA 24 gigabyte card. It has the best raster performance, the best ray tracing, and the maximum amount of memory. You are not sacrificing anything by buying this card. It is the best on the market, hands down. That's why it is also so expensive at $2,669. The cheapest available at the moment is at Umart, and it's an Inno3D again. iChill 3 fan, and it's a saving of $30. Not much, but it puts it in the lead as the cheapest one on the market. So as well as my pricing categories, I also have some noteworthy mentions. And the first noteworthy mention I have is the cheapest card that you can buy is the RX 6400. It's a little 4 gigabyte card for $199. It's a little MSI card, so at least it's a good brand. It's for people who are really on a budget. You're not going to get the best gaming performance. You're not going to be able to play every single game using this card. But if you're playing kind of older games or esports games which don't require as much compute hardware, then you're going to be able to use this kind of card. And if you don't have a choice and you're on a budget, then again, this is available for you. It will limit what games you can play, but at least it will get you into PC gaming to some level. So there it is. That is the cheapest card you can get. The cheapest 8GB card you can get is the RX 6600, which we looked at earlier. That was, I believe, this one here, which is $296 for an 8GB card, the cheapest 8GB card on the market. The cheapest 12GB card is the RTX 3060 12GB. Now, this one is available from a really weird store, which I've never heard of. It's in New South Wales. Their website looks like it's from around 1999, but it's called CCPU Computers, and their website is ccpu.com.au. They have a RTX 3060 12GB card for $410. So yep, there it is. That's the cheapest one available on the market. Never heard of them, never purchased from them, and their website looks dodgy, but they have a physical store address, so I guess they are legit. If you can go there and get it or order online and it arrives, then congratulations. The cheapest 16GB card is the ARC A770 16GB for $546. Why would you want an ARC A770 16GB? Well, some people need more VRAM for reasons other than gaming. And you know, the ARC A770 can also game as well. So if you need the VRAM for your production workflows or CGI rendering or whatever it is you're doing, then you've got the 16 gigs of memory, and if you want to do some gaming as well, then you've got that option too. The cheapest RTX card you can get, if you really want an RTX card, the reason that would be is because RTX cards at least have DLSS. So if you get the 3050 for 8, which is an 8GB card, you can pick that up for $307. So again, going back to the 3050, which I showed at the start, is the cheapest card you can get under $300 with the best ray tracing performance. Now, I would not use this card for playing games of ray tracing, because even though it's an RTX card, it is such a low performing card that ray tracing does not work that well on it. If you turn on ray tracing, your game is going to run at 20 or less FPS. So it's not worth getting just for ray tracing, but it is worth getting for DLSS, which will greatly improve your performance. At a price point of $307, it will perform far beyond what you expect from that price point, just because it has DLSS. So not every game has DLSS, but a lot of them do, and it's becoming more common. Here is a card to avoid, and is again the RTX 4060 Ti 16GB is an absolute rort. This thing is selling for $816. Where is it? $813 is the cheapest one on the market, right? And no wonder it's not sold out, because $813 for this 4060 Ti. The thing about this card is it doesn't have any better performance than its 8GB brother, the 4060 Ti 8GB version. This is the 16GB version. If we have a look on my chart, go to the leaderboards here. The 4060 Ti is right here. At $584, you can get the 8GB model, or you can spend $813 and get the 16GB model. So you're paying hundreds of dollars more just for 8 gigs more memory at the same performance with the same graphics chipset and the same type of memory. Most games you will not see any performance improvements. You are really just spending hundreds of dollars more to future-proof your card a little bit more. So the amount of money you're spending on that is really obscene. If we go across to my my chart, which is just listed by pure cost amount, and look at the 4060 Ti, right here is the 8GB model, and if we go up, we find the 16GB model at $813. You can get a RTX 4070 for just a little bit more money, and that is going to have much better performance than a 4060 Ti. So, and also, you know, this is a 16 gigabyte card. They're charging $813 for the privilege of 16 gigabytes. You can get 16 gigabyte cards all the way down here at $546 for the Arc A770. So, you know, I don't know how NVIDIA thinks that an extra 8 gigs of memory justifies the price point of $813 on the Australian shelf. And you can go and watch my video about NVIDIA's pricing, which I did recently. I call them the green glutton of gaming, and this is one of the reasons why. Finally, on my noteworthy list, I have a great deal to mention, which is the RX 6650 XT 8GB. Now, earlier I mentioned the 6600 8GB for $296. That's the one up here. But if you want to spend a little bit more money, about $60 more, you can get the 6650 XT. That's going to get you better performance. And both of these cards come with Starfield. So, you know, Starfield is probably going to cost about $100 if you want to buy that game. So that's $100 more value that you get out of your, you know, $300 or $360 purchase. So the 6650 XT is available from UMart for $359. It's a gigabyte model. So there it is, a saving of $100. Just going on about Starfield a little bit longer, here is the AMD Starfield bundle list. So if you purchase any of these cards, you will get Starfield Standard Edition. That's the 6600, 6600 XT, 6650 XT, or 7600. Also, if you purchase any of these cards, you'll get the Starfield Premium Edition. So that starts from the 6700 and up. So that concludes my graphics card buying guide for the beginning of August 2023. Do please subscribe, because I'm going to be producing these videos regularly, and if you ever want to buy a graphics card, it would be really handy for you to be able to come back and check in on my latest video. I also produce a lot of videos on PC hardware reviews, PC builds, and just anything computer related, really. So I would really love a subscription and a like on the video. It helps out a lot. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time.